it came down to it, the moment he left, that is when the community kind of collapsed, in my opinion. Like, for some reason, like back then, it was just all about uploading videos and just that's it. Loving what you do and everything else. Unfortunately, now in the Godzilla community, in some channels, not trying to say that. I guess I kind of did made it sound like it, but I'm not trying to say that everyone in the Godzilla community is like this. But nowadays, it's just a popularity contest. I feel like they're just trying to one up each other. They're trying to do something better than the other, and you know, I feel like as soon as Godzilla, the 2014 Godzilla film, I feel like that was the one that pretty much started it all. It pretty much branched out and got a lot of people just into the fandom. A lot of weirdos, a lot of annoying Fortnite kids or something. Like the fandom itself is just kind of fucked. I'm being just straight honest right now. Like obviously there are good people in the fandom, obviously, and I'm friends with a few of them. But you know, I find myself leaning more towards the Ultraman fandom as a whole. Like I'm tired of I'm tired of just the Godzilla fans. Like I still very much love Godzilla. Don't get me wrong, but the fans from specifically like the MonsterVerse and just like other Godzilla fans in general, they just really they ruin it for me. You know, it's like there are some people out there that there's an individual out there actually that you know, they would say like, oh, you're not allowed to have an opinion about Godzilla because you're not an adult, you're not 18 or up, you know, so you can't have an opinion on this. That's the kind of level we're at. And when you speak out an opinion on a certain thing of Godzilla related, you get like shunned to the shadow realm. You get sent to the gulag, basically. Um, like they just go after you just for having an opinion about things, you know? And it's really crazy, honestly, just having an opinion about Godzilla, like just anything related to Godzilla, like whether it's like the MonsterVerse or just the franchise itself. Like people just are just crazy, man. Like I don't know if you guys notice it or maybe you guys have experience with it, but man, I can never have a genuine conversation without them just getting angry or defensive about it. And then like it's like super crazy, man. And nowadays too, it's just gone so downhill to the point that there's even an individual out there that's mixing politics with Godzilla, and they're saying so much like things about it. It's so baffling to me. And you know, I find like going back to what I said about like the Ultraman fandom, you know, it's very chill and calm over there in terms when it comes down to it, you know. Sure, there are those people like there that would say random shit, but when it comes down to it, you know, we don't gatekeep. We don't really do anything like that. We don't try to start arguments here and there or try to shit on other people. Like it really is just how it is, honestly. Um I don't know, I just kind of basically what I'm trying to say is, man, like I'm kind of I find myself distancing myself from the Godzilla community as a whole. Like I still like don't get me wrong, I still very much love Godzilla, you know. Godzilla is a thing that's part of my childhood, you know. I grew up with Godzilla. Grew up with all these like, you know, Jurassic Park, Gamera, Ultraman, Godzilla. Grew up with a bunch of stuff like that, you know. So I'm never gonna just stop liking Godzilla because of a fandom. But at the same time, with that type of parts of the fandom, I just don't want to associate with whatsoever. When it comes down to it, man, just the fandom itself is just. I mean, it is what it is. The fandom, it is what it is. And don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not trying to say to leave the fandom, you know, obviously. Because again, like I said, there are some chill people in the fandom, you know, there are those chill people. Um, but when it comes down to it, you know, I mean, it's just an opinion of mine, I guess. But yeah, obviously, not trying to say that you guys should leave again. Like, if you guys love the fandom and want to stay in the fandom, that's fine. Obviously, like, I'm not your dad, I'm not your mother, I'm not your relative or anything like that. I'm not over here trying to lecture you and telling you to leave a certain thing. But I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of speaking. Just yeah, I'm just speaking out my opinion on the fandom and how it is currently right now.